Okay, so I'm Kelly Smith, and I am doing, I have this little short chair, and I feel like I'm a little shrimp at this table, so I'm trying to get where I can see you. Okay, I'm just doing a quick little kind of informal talk about ketones and Pruvit and just what I've been doing and what my team has been doing that we're really excited about. So I know that we have several guests and we have several promoters, so that's really exciting. If you're a promoter, I just want to go around super quick and like take 5 seconds to just give a little benefit that you've been having taking your ketones. So you can just tell us what flavor your favorite is and what benefits you're seeing from the pure therapeutic ketones. And I don't know if you guys see the same thing I do, but Christopher's on my top left. So we're going to start up at the top and we'll just kind of go around. So what are you loving about Keto LS?
For me, it's been the mental focus and clarity. I was a big avid pre-workout taker before the gym, and I quit all pre-workout. I just take the Keto LS. I'm kind of torn on my favorite. I go back and forth between the Max and the Orange. I've been doing the Orange a lot more lately, so I think I'm liking it a little bit more right now. And the other thing that I like about it is that the paycheck every Friday.
Heck yeah. Awesome. So who's next? Jenny?
I use the Max, the Maui Punch, and I have absolutely no cravings for carbs whatsoever. I eat because I have to eat. I am hardly hungry at all. I've lost 10 pounds. I feel great. I sleep great. And I have energy throughout the day.
That's so awesome. Awesome, awesome. Marcy, how about you?
I agree with her. Like the mental focus. I'm a big snacker, and I don't want anything at all during the day. It is crazy. I've never had anything that's done that to me where I just could care less if I eat or not. You eat because you have to, not because you're hungry or craving. And a deep sleep. There's just several things that I've noticed, but I guess my favorite is the no cravings at all. That's huge for me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And just for the record, everybody on here has been using these products for what, maybe sometimes some of you just like a week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks the most. Okay, Jennifer.
Yes.
What's your
for me, favorite flavor? Either the orange or Maui Punch for sure. I really like adding the sparkling water to the orange now. That definitely switches up the taste. And I drink mostly the orange. For me, it's really mainly the fat loss because I've struggled for so long with that. So that's probably my favorite part of the drink. Of course, the curbing of the appetite and the energy and focus, all great. But struggling so long with losing, that's really like my favorite.
Awesome. Tanya?
Energy. I love it. I love the fact that you get up taking one, having to take so many other.
We're not hearing you, sweetie. Oh, maybe she froze. David, are you with us?
Yes.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, we can hear you. Sorry, Tanya, you were frozen. Go ahead, David.
Mine, I would say appetite control. I've noticed a lot that I haven't been as hungry for snacking during the day, and then when I eat meals, I don't eat as much as normal.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite flavor is probably the orange in unsweet tea.
That's a good idea. I haven't tried that yet. All right, Marley.
I've been on it a week. Well, it'll be a week on Thursday. Or no, Friday. A week on Friday. And I've lost 4 pounds.
Awesome.
But my favorite part of it, and I drink the chocolate just because I don't like orange. I had one sample of the Maui Punch that I loved, which I'll probably love that when I get it. But I have had lower back pain for forever, and I'm not struggling with it right now. So that's good.
That's awesome. Absolutely. Kathy, what about you?
I finally got a picture. I was on my phone. For me, I love the Maui Punch. For me, it's the fat loss and just being able to focus. I mean, it's amazing. My husband's drinking it, and he's just amazed. He's probably lost 10 pounds and too many inches. It's not fair when guys lose it that quick. But we're loving it.
Yeah. I know. My husband is like, he's not worried about weight at all. He's a big guy. He's like 6'2", usually like 250. He's probably down to like 240. He doesn't care about that, but his pants are all falling down. I'm always like, babe, you're losing weight. Like your stomach is like shrinking. But for him, it's the less pain. I mean, most of you know his story. He had an accident 17, 18 months ago. He was living in pain, 15 surgeries, the whole 9. He's like a different person. He gets up and mixes his own keto in the morning at like 6 o'clock for work. He doesn't make a day of it. We have to fight over the last max. And usually it's him because he gets up before me. So he's doing some awesome results. For me, I think Tanya said it, energy. Like through the roof energy. I'm a busy mom. I have a grandson. I work from home. I'm just always running around. So usually by like 2 o'clock, I'm ready for a stinking nap. And I'm not anymore. Like I'm really solid up energy all throughout the day until bedtime. And then again, sleeping, super awesome. Like I have trouble sleeping. It's just always been part of my life. Things usually, made it a little bit better, but since starting the Max, and Max is my favorite, I sleep all through the night, even waking up to use the bathroom, which is like crazy. So I'm just seeing some awesome benefits too. And it's only been 3 weeks. I'm down a whole jean size, maybe more than that. The inches, I should have measured and I didn't. I'm bummed out that I didn't because I should have. But for me, it really wasn't the whole weight thing. It was fat loss, the visceral fat, that stomach fat, the mom fat that you have. That was really my goal. And so that's disappearing. So that's super awesome because I haven't been exercising or anything. I'm just taking the Keto OS and the Keto Max. So all of us here, we can't say enough about it. It's just a fantastic, fantastic product. I know there's a lot of callers, so if I missed one who wants to say something, pipe up if you want. Anybody else? Okay, so I'm going to just go over a little bit about what we're doing with the keto conversation. We all just recently started with the Pruvit company. And they are only a 1-year-old company, so they're really, really new to the community. And it's been, so incredible because I came from a network marketing background. I was with another company for about 4 years. So that was my first, bout with network marketing. And it was a vitamin supplement company, and it was a great company, and I had a really great experience with them, and I did really well. But there was 5 or 6 other companies that were exactly the same company. So we were marketing the same type of products that a lot of other people had. So, it was a little bit difficult. But this is something that is totally 100% different. They don't even really classify themselves as network marketing, which I kind of like. They call themselves community and educational marketing, which I think is spot on because this is a conversation. This is a community of people that are bringing the ketone and ketosis technology to the marketplace. Okay. You guys can hear me, right? Everybody? Okay. So Pruvit has brought the ketone and ketosis movement into the marketplace. And this is a conversation that's been going on in the back with doctors and scientists and fitness gurus and all of those things for a long time. But no one's ever had a supplement like the ketone and the Keto OS. So we got that technology into the marketplace. So we have pure therapeutic ketones. And what that is it's ketone supplementation. So basically you're drinking ketones. Your body produces ketones, but it's very, very difficult to get into ketosis. It's basically through starvation, deprivation. You can consume no sugar and no carbs. A lot of times people do really, really hard dieting. They go to like a weight loss center, and that goal is to get you into ketosis. So you're basically eating like 500 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. You are raging witch because your mood swings are so awful. It's really, really difficult for someone to get into ketosis naturally. It can be done, but it's very, very difficult for the masses. So having something like this is incredible for the people that don't have that type of willpower. This is drinkable ketones. You mix in water, shake it up, and you drink it, and you're in ketosis in less than 60 minutes. Incredible. I mean, I had heard of ketones and ketosis a little bit before I was introduced to Pruvit, but I didn't really have an idea of what it really was. Being in ketosis is incredible. Incredible things happen in your body when you're using ketones as fuel and not glucose. Because there's only 2 fuel sources. The body can run on glucose or it can run on ketones. And so ketones is the super fuel. And originally when you're born, your God-given body is born in ketosis. So that is the natural state that a human being is born in. And that's the super fuel that you're used when you're born. So babies are actually born in ketosis. Breast milk is ketones. So that's how God made us, and that's how we are, always like to run. I'm gonna hang on one second. Okay, somebody has background noise, so I'm just gonna mute you. Okay, so you're born in ketosis. Breast milk is ketones. So this is safe for pregnancy. This is safe for nursing. We're not doctors, so I would say if you had any questions about that or any, anything you want to discuss with your doctor, feel free to do so. But it's a natural state that our bodies are in. Great things happen. Massively reduced inflammation. You have energy, clarity. Remember, there's several of us that said, hey, I'm focusing. I'm able to, the brain fog is kind of disappearing. Those are things that happen when your body is in ketosis, when you're using those ketones as fuel instead of fueling the body with glucose. And the only reason why our body started using glucose is because of the American diet, right? Everybody eats crazy amounts of sugar and carbs. And so your body switched to using glucose as a fuel source. But the awesome thing about it is that Pruvit has brought this into the marketplace where you can drink your ketones. You can drink this once a day, twice a day. Several of people I know drink it multiple times a day. I'm up to 2 a day already, and it's only been less than a month. I love it. I have usually the orange for breakfast in the morning, and then I take a max in the afternoon. And it's just because I love it. It's just because I feel so incredibly awesome on this product. I've taken a lot of products. I love supplementation. I think it's awesome. Multivitamins are great. Having a good probiotic, having omegas, those are all awesome things for your body. But being in ketosis and having ketones fueling your body, hands down, the most amazing thing I've ever done. You just feel a sense of just good. I feel up, happy, motivated. I would joke with the girls sometimes. I'm like, well, I had my happy drink, so I'm in a super awesome mood. I'm ready to go for the day. There's something to it. And I'm still learning a whole bunch about ketones and about ketosis. And we got to go to this awesome Keto Academy in Tampa last weekend. And I seriously was mind blown listening to the panel of educators, of doctors, of scientists, of fitness athletes and trainers. We're talking about people that have been in the fitness education, in the medical field, and researchers for decades talking about how incredible that this therapeutic ketones are, and exogenous ketones, and how amazing it is to the body and what benefits it can bring. And along with the keto diet, which I'm reading a lot about, and I've actually bought a cookbook, and a lot of us are trying to incorporate that lifestyle in with taking Keto OS. But the beautiful thing about this is you don't have to. Obviously, for us we're learning so much, we're trying to educate ourselves and all the benefits of starving cancer and physician heal thine self and being able to use food and supplementation to keep your body healthy and rid of disease and things like that. So a lot of us are starting to apply the ketogenic diet with the supplementation, and we're seeing even more incredible results and benefits. So it's really fun learning about this kind of thing. You know, a lot of us got to go to Tampa, Jennifer, Chris, Jesse was there. We got to listen to Dr. Dominique Agostino, and he's a doctor, a researcher at the University of South Florida. This is where this all kind of came about. The Department of Defense Navy Research granted him a grant for research on the keto diet and ketones, helping Navy SEALs with their oxygenation rates and being able to go from the airplanes into the water and all of those things. And they were having seizures. So the study was talking about how they can prevent seizures in that environment. And through that research, they were just finding, I mean, Chris and Jennifer can pipe in here, but I mean, the research on ketones and the benefits of ketosis, we're talking mind-blowing. Like, seizure, people with epilepsy seeing incredible results. You know, Dr. Dom has this awesome video about starving cancer and why cancerous cells can't grow when your body is in ketosis. So it's just so many benefits that are way over my head, but are really, really awesome. And it makes me want to research even more, and it makes people just want to just dive into that lifestyle. So the product alone is the fuel of this business. And that's something that when I joined this company just a few short weeks ago was the most inspiring thing to me, because I knew from coming from where I was to having maybe great products, maybe high quality vitamins and supplements, that I still use some of those, but coming into something like this that no one else has, and that is backed by scientific research, proof. I mean, the proof is in the product. The product speaks for itself, which to me made the business that more appealing, because I knew what the product was doing, and I knew the research and the medical science behind it. And I knew that it would be, for me, it would be an easy sell, because the product does all the heavy lifting, right? Everyone that I have given samples to has loved this product and has ordered this product. So when I considered doing this as a business, and mind you, just a little backup, I had been with a company prior to this for 4 years. I was in the top 1% of that company. So I was making a very substantial amount of money with my last company. So for me to make the decision to leave that company when I was the sole provider for my family at the time was a huge decision. I knew that I needed to have 100% assurance that I could build a business with a reputable company that had a reputable product that I could stand behind. And hands down, it was the best decision I have ever made. In just a few short weeks, I have surpassed the income of my old business after 4 years with that business. In just a few short weeks, I've replaced that income with Pruvit. So the business opportunity is incredible. And the fact that I love the product so much, and I'm so excited about this keto conversation, and I'm so excited about what it's doing for people, makes that business part so much more fun, because it's not about selling something. It really isn't. Before, I had to make sure my vitamin was the best vitamin. I had to kind of convince you that, hey, I want you to buy this multivitamin and mine's the best, right? And that's okay, and I'm not knocking that. Network marketing is fun, and I love it, and it's the best job in the world, but it's different with this company. We have one product, not 20. It's all ketones. It's pure therapeutic ketones, and it's all doing the same thing for everyone. And when someone comes to me and asks me about the products, I want them to go and Google it. Before, I might not have wanted someone to go Google all my products, because there might have been something bad. There could have been something that was questionable, confusing. Every time someone comes to me and asks me about the product, that's the first thing I say. I said, go Google it. You are going to be mind blown. Go Google ketones and cancer. ketones and migraines, ketones and fat loss, ketones and energy, ketones and, ALS, whatever they're asking me about, I tell them, hey, go Google it. And they do, and they come back to me and say, holy cow, what's your website? I want to order. It's that amazing. It's that incredible. And there's that much power in this product. So the business part, it's easy breezy. I mean, I can tell you that in 3 weeks, I think I'm not even at 3 weeks yet. I think this Thursday should be 3 weeks. I've earned a trip to Maui, Hawaii, in $2,500 cash. I've averaged $1,500 every week, every Friday. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that that's the real opportunity in this business. And I have 7 people that I personally signed. In my old business, I had 6,500 people on my team. So that particular compensation plan, which was very generous, was about people. It was about add people, add people, add people. If you wanted to rank up, you needed to add people. If you wanted to hold your rank, you needed to add people. This compensation plan is the polar opposite. I don't have to have a huge number of people. It's all about the product. They love the product. Their goal, Pruvit's goal, is to get the ketones out into the public and have people have their better versions of themselves, to be in better health, to have better energy, have better fat loss, have better mental focus, and just live better. That's one of their slogans. And this is why the business works, because the product works, right? It's not about people. It's about getting the product out. It's about volume. It's about having people getting the product into people's hands. And it's a very lucrative compensation plan. And it's simple because the product does the heavy lifting. So I know that, with a couple of people that I have already, they're all doing the same thing. They're all getting the same type of paycheck. They're all ranking up. We have 3 basic steps to work in this business. It's watch, listen, and experience. And that's it. There is no long training, and there's nothing you really have to learn, and there's not always documents you have to read. It's simple. It's watch, listen, experience. You're going to watch a video, a 6-minute video, if that. The Campfire video is what we call it, and probably everybody on this call has seen it. If you haven't, whoever invited you to this call, ask them to send you the Campfire video as soon as you get off. The Campfire video is an awesome, very simplistic way to understand ketones and ketosis. It's like super easy. It's not complicated. It makes it very, very easy to understand. So you send that to someone who's interested in the ketones. If they ask you about it, they're going to watch that video. And then they're going to listen, right? Watch, listen. What are they going to listen to? They're going to listen to, maybe they're in the fitness industry. Maybe that you have someone that works out and that is really interested in performance. Maybe they're interested in the max because it helps save your muscle. It helps your performance. So you're going to send them a call, or maybe you're going to get them on the phone with someone, one of our uplines, that can explain why it would benefit them in working out. So they're going to listen to a call, or they're going to listen on a 3-way conversation. And then they're going to experience. We're going to give them the product, right? They're going to get a 5 or 10-day sample. They're going to buy it from you, and they're going to experience it for themselves, because that's what we want. We want everyone to experience what we're experiencing. And the awesome thing about it is that they're going to experience these things in that short amount of time. In the first day or two, I'm telling you right now, they're going to notice. They're going to say, oh my gosh, what's your website? Because I do not want to run out of this. Everybody I've given a 5 or 10-day sample to has said the same thing. Okay, holy cow, I'm not really sure about all this, but it's working. I feel amazing. I do not want to run out. So what's your website? And they're ordering because it's that fast. It's that simple. Your body is getting into ketosis in less than an hour. 30 to 60 minutes and your body's in ketosis. And there's a great, you can pee on a little stick. It'll tell you. You can do a little blood test. It'll tell you. There's ways to prove that they're in ketosis. So that's something else that's kind of cool. We get asked that a lot. Like, oh, how do you know if you're in ketosis? Boom, super simple. Pee on this little stick. It's going to tell you. Watch, listen, experience. That's all there is to it. And then in the business part, there's pretty much 3 steps to the business part. You're going to go pro, you're going to go MVP, and then you're going to go all-star. And then once you do that, you're going to get everybody on your team to do the exact same thing. Super, super easy, right? Your first step is go pro, and that's 2 customers and 1 promoter. That's it. That's your first rank advancement. Go pro. 2 customers, 1 promoter. Then you're going to do that again to go MVP. You're going to get 1 more promoter and 2 more customers. Boom. You're at your second rank advancement. And then All-Star is to have 5 people that join your team go MVP. So already in 3 weeks, I have 3 MVPs, right? I have a ton of, I think almost all of my people are GoPro. It's really simple. I mean, that's just the bottom line. It's watch, listen, experience. It's GoPro, MVP, and All-Star. And you know, you're earning money, and it's a very generous pay plan. And the great thing about it is this. Right before I joined, I'll be honest, I was talking to my 2 uplines, Casey and Natalie, and Michael, actually, 3 uplines. And I was very adamant about knowing the compensation plan because I was coming from a big company that I had been with 4 years. And so I knew I needed to replace that paycheck. And I said, okay, I need to know about the compensation plan. Like, tell me every single thing about the compensation plan. Well, our compensation plan happens to be 27 pages long. When you look at it, it looks like Chinese. It's not. It's totally not. And now, just being in it for a couple weeks, I totally get it. But to me, looking at it, I wanted to pick it apart, and I was asking them every little detail. And they kept telling me, Kelly, just watch, listen, experience. Just go get the product to people. Please just go do these simple little things, and you're going to learn the compensation plan super quick. And when I finally said, okay, I'm just going to go for it, and I got my first paycheck, and that was a Thursday. Okay, so let's pay plan 1 Sunday to Sunday. So I joined on a Thursday. So I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 4 days, and my first paycheck was over $1,400 in 4 days. No, in all seriousness. So I was like, okay, I'm not sure how I did that, but I'm going to do that again. Let's keep doing that. So they said, okay, do it again. Watch, listen, experience. Get people on a phone call with me. Get people on a Zoom just like this with Casey, Natalie, and Michael. So that's what I did. Every time someone liked to post, anytime someone said, hey, what's this ketone stuff? I threw them on a Zoom or I threw them in a chat with Natalie, Michael, or Casey. And my second week's paycheck was over $1,600. What? I was like, boom. I didn't understand. I was like, okay, there must be, what's going on here? Mind you, I only had a couple people. I now have 7 people. I only have 7 people working this business with me. It's not like I had in my prior business 6,500 to earn that kind of money. 6,500 people, I was earning that type of money. So it's just a totally awesome opportunity. There isn't anything like it, which makes it special. The product works, period, which makes it amazing and special. And it's just the support that you get from the people in this company is mind-blowing. Being in a prior network marketing company, 4 years of experience in the business, and I've never had the support and the encouragement and the people that are right there at any time of day, any day, during the evening, on a weekend, that I can pick up the phone or I can get into a chat and I can say, hey, I have so-and-so, and they've asked me some kind of question about sodium or whatever, and I have no idea. Boom. They're on a call, they're on a 3-way, they're on a Zoom, and they're taking care of it for me. So we have an incredible upline system. We have an incredible back office. We have a tech system. We have an app. I mean, this app is incredible. I didn't have that in my last company that was almost 8 years old. So, I mean, it's mind-blowing to me that this company of 1 year, have been in business for 1 year. They made $43 million in 12 months. They're live in Canada, which maybe you don't understand, but my prior company is 8 or 9 years old. We're not live in Canada. It's very difficult to get into Canada. There's a lot of stipulations. They're very, very tough restrictions and things like that. This company is live in Canada right now. We have a Canadian website, each of us, and a US website. So it's mind-blowing what they've been able to accomplish in a short amount of time. So for me, this was a no-brainer. I knew that I wanted to jump on board with this company and be a pioneer for them. You know, I wanted to get on board and start this conversation in my area with my friends and my family and get them on board early, because we all know timing is essential. And sometimes when you have an opportunity and it's this good, you don't say no. You say, yes, show me what to do, and I'm going to do it. And with a product like Ketosis and Biomax and the cream, it's simple. Just use the product. You'll see. If you haven't used the product, if you have not tried keto, holy cow, please get with whoever sent you this call and get it tomorrow. You will see what we're talking about. If you're interested in the business, I can't tell you, I can sit here tonight and I'm going to be honest, I cannot break down the compensation plan for you. I can tell you the bare minimum. I can show you what I did. I can tell you that when I sat down with my uplines, I said, okay, this is what I want to know. I need to make the most money in the shortest amount of time. So what do I need to do? Their honest answer was, you need to come in on an experience pack. The experience pack is $849. That gives you 195 samples of this product that you're going to flip immediately. You're going to sell in 5 to 10 day sample packs, $25 and $50. You're going to recoup $975. So I'm going to get back my $850 that I got into the business. I'm going to make $125 in my pocket. They said that's the fastest way, because with that experience pack is incentives and bonuses. So if you come in on the experience pack, mind you, not everybody will be able to, because not everybody will have $850. Totally okay. I needed to come in on the experience pack because I wanted to make that extra $2,200. So if you come in on the experience pack, which is $849, you are going to have an extra incentive and bonus that adds up to about $2,200 at your fingertips. If you don't come in at the experience pack, that's okay, but you don't have those extra incentives or bonuses. So because I came in on the experience pack, I get paid as a level 5 for a year. Super awesome. I get 40% of everything my level 1s are selling. It's huge. And there's several other little bonuses. So I get triple the normal bonuses. So like my GoPro bonus is $250. My MVP bonus is $500. My All-Star bonus is $1,000, just because I came in on the experience pack. That's a lot of information. It's probably overload, but the awesome thing about this company, this is another little perk that I loved. There is absolutely no benefit to join this company unless you want to run with this business, because I pay the exact same for product that you pay. I love that because it validates our product, right? Our product is worth every single penny that it's valued at, and we all pay the same for the product. So just because I'm a prover, I don't get the product for cheaper. I pay the same thing that you do. I'm a prover, so I can make money on top of what my products use. Make sense? So there's no benefit for you to join the company unless you're going to run with this business and join the conversation and get the word out and just, make a business out of it. But if you do, it's extremely lucrative. So it's free to join this company. If you come in at the experience pack, you just have more options to make more money faster. You don't have to. You can come in on a 30-day. You can buy a 30-day supply of the Ketosis and join. Or you can not buy any product, which would be silly, but you could join and not buy any product. So there's no benefit to join unless you're going to work this business. But I see so much benefit in joining this company because, first of all, the product is ridiculously awesome. So you're going to love the product. And why wouldn't you be sharing this product? Because people are going to ask you. I've only been doing this for 3 weeks, and people have already asked me based on nothing other than seeing me in person. I haven't said anything to them. They're not on my Facebook. They don't know anything about me. And they say, hey, you look great. Or you're like running around. You have so much energy. Why are you so happy? Parent pickup, my kid's school. I see the same people every day, Monday through Friday, when I pick up my kids. I'm not friends with them. They're not on my Facebook. They have no idea what I do in my life. Numerous times in the last 3 weeks, I have had someone say, you look so good. You look radiant. Why are you so happy? What's going on with you? I haven't done anything. I'm telling you, it's the product. There's an air about you when you're on this product. You're feeling good. You're looking good. You're up. You're excited. You have that energy. And so it's obvious to people. So people start asking you. So you're going to share these products. So why not get paid to do it? Chris is in the gym. Chris goes to the gym. He was already going to the gym prior. He was already in the gym. He has that fitness, vibe. He was loving it. But guess what? When he's going to the gym, he was already going to the gym working hard. But now people are like, dude, what are you doing? You're killing it at the gym. You're this or that. Well, he's sharing it while he's at the gym. He's got all his buddies that are at the gym working out because they already know about ketones. They already know about ketosis. They already know about trying to, repair muscle and save muscle and all those cool things. So he can just apply that in his normal life, right? How many moms do you know that want fat loss? Hello, most of us, right? Most men too. If you can say, hey, I have something that's going to give you this incredible energy. You're going to be sleeping better at night and you're going to have a full work day and not be tired. How many people would jump on that? Pretty much everyone. I mean, who couldn't use more energy and who couldn't use better sleep? 10 out of 10 people are going to say yes to those things. So this is just something that for me has been so simplistic and so fun and so just amazingly mind-blowing as far as the product and the business opportunity that I want all my friends and family to be doing this because I want them to experience what I'm experiencing. And I'm not even really, I have no idea what I'm doing yet. So, I'm thinking, okay, give me a couple more months and I'm going to freaking blow this stuff out of the water, right? I'm just learning. But even in the short few weeks that I've been doing this, I'm already at a rank 5. Like I'm basically a step away from where I was in my old company at the top 1% of my company in 3 weeks, right? 4 years versus 3 weeks. That's mind blowing to me. Like I just can't even wrap my head around that. I really can't. So it's just such an awesome opportunity. We have just an incredible company that has the awesome technology. They stand behind their product. They stand behind their company. They stand behind their people. Loads and loads of support, loads of education, and it's just super, super fun. So if you haven't tried the product, please try the product. Please, please, please. If you have a best friend, your husband, wife, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whoever, get them a sample too. Start taking it and see what they think. If you're interested in the business, get with whoever invited you. Let's get you on maybe a one-on-one so you can ask questions, or if you have something that you're curious about, any kind of compensation question, I maybe can't answer it, but I can make sure that my uplines get with you and hash it out with you so you'll know exactly what's going on. I just know that I needed to make money, and I am. I wanted to feel better and have the energy and the fat loss and the clarity, and I am. Mostly, first and foremost, top priority is I wanted my husband to feel better. And I wanted him to be out of pain, and he is. And so for me, it's been absolutely 100% hands down worth every cent and every minute that I've been in this organization. So I love it. I can't say enough about it. And I know my team is excited, and that's why they invited you on this call. And so if you guys have questions, or if you have, I'll try to answer them. If you want to unmute and ask me. If I can't answer you, then I will make sure as soon as we're done with this call that I get you in a conversation with Natalie or Michael or Casey, who's my upline, and get it answered for you. But I'm excited. I hope that you guys are interested. I hope that you guys will take the chance and the opportunity. And if you do have questions, let's see. Let me unmute and see if I can answer any. Does anybody have product or business questions for me, or just comments?
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you have anybody that has given this to children? The reason I'm asking is I have a child that has a rare form of epilepsy, and it has actually been proven that if they go into ketosis, that some children have relief from seizures. So I was just wondering if anybody had given their kids this, and if so, what kind of effects have y'all seen?
That is a completely awesome, rocking question, and I'm so glad that you asked that, because Chris, Jennifer, I, and Jesse sat in a room of a couple hundred people and listened to testimony after testimony about that exact thing. People having, awesome results from juvenile seizures and adult seizures from epilepsy. There's studies, specific medical journal studies about this. And I can get you those. But yes, numerous people give their children this. I give it to my 6-year-old. Michael, who is one of our uplines, his daughter, I believe, is 18 months maybe, and she's taking this product. There's caffeine-free versions of now the all of them actually, right? Because Max is now caffeine free. So we all have caffeine free versions. So yes, children are taking them and they are seeing results from kids having seizures. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Sure.
So I walked out by accident because I had to check on my kids. But you were talking about cancer. I walked out on that. Is there studies or anything that shows that this can help out with that as well?
Yes, and I can. Who invited you to this call?
Kristen.
Okay, so you're going to send her Dr. Dom, Starving Cancer, as soon as we're done. It's mind blowing.
I mean, I'm just not thinking about myself, but my dad has stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and I don't know, when you said that, it kind of was mind blowing to think that maybe I'm trying to find something else for him to take besides chemo. So if this is something that.
Kelly, let me chime in on that real quick. When we were at Keto Academy last week, Dr. Dom actually, he is the pioneer behind this out of University of South Florida. And they had actually done a study that involved a standard diet, a ketogenic diet, and then a ketogenic diet with Keto OS added to it. There was about a 40 to 45% increase from patients who went from a standard diet to a ketogenic diet. But then there was almost an additional 40% jump from the patients who were doing the ketogenic diet along with the Keto OS. So it played almost as big a role, if not as big a role, as the ketogenic diet did.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
there's so much education and knowledge about the ketones and the therapeutic, the exogenous ketones. That exogenous is that they're not made in your liver. You're drinkable. So it's therapeutic exogenous ketones, and they talked about the diet a lot because a lot of the research is based on the ketogenic diet alone or the benefits of being included. But they did several studies had, like Christopher said, added in to the ketogenic diet, the Keto OS and the therapeutic ketones, and it was incredible with adding that, how much more beneficial it was. So there's a lot of research out there. They're doing even more. They're doing a lot of studies, and the creators, the formulators of the Max they were at that conference, and they were just excited to do some new studies based upon the Max, and so it's really interesting. There's so many really cool things. PubMed is a great. I think that was we talked about that at Keto Academy. PubMed is a website you can kind of Google or search in there. Yeah, and PubMed.org, is that what it is? Yeah, and they had like specific, like written, I don't even know what they're called, testimonies, journals, trials in there based upon this, and there's evidence to prove all of this. So it was really interesting. And the cancer thing was blew my mind. And heart attacks, like, what was the drug that they talked about? What is it?
Lipitor.
Holy cow. I mean, it just the whole pharmaceutical, what they can advertise, what they claim and how they claim it. It was just crazy, insane. Jenny, you want to share that story? Because you were taking that product, right?
Yeah, I've been taking Lipitor for years, and what they was Dr. Diamond was saying that in the clinical trials that what the pamphlets what the studies told us in the advertisements and everything was that if you take Lipitor, you had a 36% decrease in cholesterol. But then when you go and look in the pamphlets that are in it, it's actually only a 1%.
Yeah, and so it's just crazy. Like, they were talking about how, the American Heart Association and, fat is bad and it's low fat, all these things. And really it's not based on any type of evidence. It's not based on facts. And the fact that they can get away with saying 36% success rate when really it was only truly a 1% success rate. It goes well beyond reading labels. That's basically what Dr. Diamond was talking about, is you have to research it because they can get away with basically lying about
the side effects that you get from Lipitor are horrible. I mean, they can be painful. They can be really bad on you. And for a 1% difference,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth it. But talk to your doctor first.
Kelly, let me interrupt you guys.
I
I want to say something very important. Can you hear me?
What's that?
Kelly?
Yeah.
Kelly, this is Terry. I want to tell you guys something very important that I didn't get a chance to tell you at the conference. My sister has been a medical transcriptionist for 32 years. I want you guys to understand this. So as long as a cholesterol-lowering drug has been around, she has typed up 100% of all Alzheimer's and dementia patients. 100. She has never, ever typed up an Alzheimer's or dementia patient that was not on a cholesterol-lowering drug. I want you guys to hear that clear.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. My sister can attest to it with her life.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Like I said, that's why I encourage people, go Google it. Like if you have a question about ketones or ketosis or what it does for what, go Google it, because there's a lot of education out there. And someone asked a question, does it help with back and knee problems? Okay, vertigo. I'm not sure about the vertigo part, but I can tell you that a lot of pain is associated with inflammation. I would say most pain is associated with inflammation of some sort. And they talked about this at Keto Academy and finding the source of what that is. But I can tell you that being in ketosis massively reduces your inflammation. Where's Jennifer? Carol is her stepmom. I think it's her shoulder, one of her shoulders. She struggled with this pain forever. It was chronic. She had chronic pain in her shoulder. She was on it for less than a week and it disappeared. Like she just stopped having the pain in her shoulder, which was an incredible. Same thing. I can't remember who it was. Another of my girlfriends has, it was on knee pain, constant knee pain. She had knee pain for a decade or more. And she was on the product for less than a week. Her knee pain was gone. It was just non-existent. And she couldn't explain it. And I said, I can't either, but I'm telling you it's the ketones. So it definitely helps with those kind of issues for sure.
Kelly, two things real quick. I don't know if the young lady that asked the question about the seizures is still on, but we had the testimony during Keto Academy of the gentleman that had been on the product for and was actually able to gain his driver's license back from the state of Florida due to the fact that he was no longer having seizures. And I'm hoping to have a testimony here with the next few days. I spoke to a nurse at the hospital where I work, and she has a son who has epilepsy, and she actually purchased a sample package from me to put him on to see how it actually helps with his seizures as well. So praying for good news for her. So hopefully I'll be able to speak about that maybe on the next call.
I just got the chills with that one, Chris.
I know. That was an awesome testimony. Hearing him, that brought tears to my eyes. A man, he struggled with epilepsy his entire life. He said he had a child, it was a son, and he was afraid to hold his own son because he didn't, it was so bad that he was having multiple seizures a day. And he was on, I think he said, over 6 different medications specifically for epilepsy and seizures, none of which were working for him. And so he was at a point where he wouldn't even hold his newborn son because he was afraid that he would drop him and have a seizure. It was that bad. He was desperate for change. So he started with the ketogenic diet and then added the Keto OS. And his testimony was mind blowing. And just like I said, it brought me to tears just listening to it. And the fact that the state didn't take his license because it was controlled was huge, 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 huge. So this product is doing awesome things. The research is there. The scientific technology is there. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to wrap up the call. I know we've been on for a while, but whoever invited you to the call, please get back with them. Check in. If you haven't seen the Campfire video, let's get that in your hands. If you haven't been on a 3-way with me and some of my uplines, let's make that happen. If you guys are interested in this business, if you're interested in being a speaker and getting involved in this community, please reach out and let's get you guys some more information and get you on a call, because Natalie, Casey, and Michael, who are my uplines, are absolutely incredible. Not to toot their horn, but Michael's the top earner in the entire company. He's pretty impressive. Natalie came from another company. She's a top earner. She's incredible, passionate, loving, giving. Casey was a top earner in the company that I was actually with. She made rank 6, which is equivalent to Emerald, which is what we left at. She made it in 20 days with Pruvit. So she's done incredible things. Our team is doing incredible things. So I'm really just so excited. Let's see. Sorry, did Rob ask his question? Rob, did you get your question answered? I'm not sure. Was he the back pain one or the knee pain? Are we okay with Rob? Yes, no? Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to read messages and catch up. But if you guys have any more questions, I'm available. I will get you on a call with, my upline so they can answer some questions too, because they are way more versed in this than I am. But I hope you guys had a great night, and thank you for joining us. See you guys soon. Good night.
Bye.